I will be presenting along with Emily Wang and Jason Tao our volunteer project that we all did this summer called Multicultural STEM Mentorship Program. So our core impetus, or why our program was created. So our founder, Dr. Sharon Wu, was really inspired by two things. She was inspired by Dean Jim Ryan of the Harvard Graduate School of Education and his call to prepare students for 21st century careers. And she was also inspired by Dr. Chad Womack, the director at UNCF, and his call to, in his attempt to develop high school African Americans and their interest in the STEM subjects. So Dr. Sharon Wu really responded to their call, filled the gap, and created our program. So our program mission or goal is twofold. One is to develop the really personal skills of the selected student mentors that we recruited. So to develop their leadership, independence, communication, empathy, all of that. And our second goal is really stimulate the students that we work with, the middle schoolers that we tutored, and their interest in the STEM subjects. Okay. So some background. So we worked with a public charter school in DC, in Columbia Heights, District of Columbia. It's called DC International School. And just to give you an idea of how the school was demographically, almost 100% of the students was on either free or reduced lunch, and the vast majority of students was either African American or Hispanic. So much different from the backgrounds that we come from, right? And to work with these students, we selected around 20 mentors, all in high school from various academically strong high schools in DC metropolitan area. And we taught around 86 through 8th graders math for 4 weeks, which was the duration of the DCI summer school.
As Billy mentioned, during this experience, they were at summer school, and a lot of the kids in the summer school were kids who struggled during the regular school year, and that's why they were here. This caused a lack of motivation. They were fooling around, they weren't paying attention to their problems, and they just weren't focused at all, which provided challenges for our mentors to overcome. Now also, on the flip side, even the students that were trying to get through the problems, they refused to receive help from us because they just felt that they weren't connected to us, and there was a barrier that just prevented the tutors from really engaging with the students. And we encouraged our mentors to be more proactive and the students to be more proactive as well. And the main problem that this program presented was the cultural gap. There was a barrier between the Chinese American mentors and the Hispanic and African American students. And this was something that we really had to overcome and we worked on throughout the entire 4 weeks of the program.
Alright, so this story comes from one of our student mentors. She said that one of the students that she was teaching came up to her and said, "How do you close your eyes? They're already so small." And so the story is kind of funny, but it really shows how the students that we were teaching didn't have that much interaction with the Asian community outside of this program. And so even though we experienced this cultural gap in the beginning, we eventually overcame it and we were able to have some really positive impacts. Alright, so this program was only 4 weeks, but we saw like a huge difference, and we saw an improvement in the students' math skills as well as their interest in math. I was working with this one student in the first week, and he absolutely did not want to do math at all because he was kind of forced into this program and he wasn't interested in it, and he did not think that he was good at math. But as I worked with him one-on-one, his confidence levels increased, and by the end of the third week, he was actually staying after class had ended because he wanted to finish his problem sets and he wanted to learn more. And in addition, the student mentors also gained a lot of experience. We developed our interpersonal skills by working with the students and the teachers, and we were able to gain perspective on people who came from backgrounds that were different than ours. And so this was the first year of our program, and we made a great impact on the community, but we want to expand this program even further so we can make a difference in more people's lives. We want to expand this program geographically and work with more schools as well as move on to different cities such as Boston or New York. And we also want to recruit more student mentors and teach them so they can start mentoring younger students as well. And here you can see the 20 student mentors that were part of this program. And if you want to hear more about our personal experiences, please come to our poster session after lunch and you can talk to us. And if you want to find out more about how you can help, you can contact Dr. Sharon Wu, our program director at Veritas at usecc.org. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.